Hi guys, I'm Claire Drake and I help female entrepreneurs to use Pinterest to grow their business and change the world. And today we're talking about Pinterest hashtags and how you can use them effectively so you can get your content found on Pinterest. So let's get started. Okay, so the official stance from Pinterest is it's not the volume of hashtags that's really useful, it's actually making sure you are using the hashtags that people will likely be searching for. So basically that means that it's quality over quantity. You want to really research your hashtags, and I suggest having 1 to 5. It's not like Instagram where you have your 30 hashtags and you ram it full with hashtags so your content gets found by more people. If you do that on Pinterest, you will be penalised by Pinterest because it looks like spam. So stick to about 5 and make sure they're mixed. So whatever your niche is, have broad hashtags and then really specific hashtags, and really think about what your viewers are going to be searching for so they can find your content. Okay, so we're now on the 5-step formula, and this takes us through all the steps we need to know to really maximise the effect we're having with our hashtags on Pinterest. So let's get going. Okay, and step 1 is key content selection. So this is where we look in our Google Analytics or our Squarespace Analytics, which I'll show you, that's how I do mine, to see what my most popular content is. So you can really maximize your time and really focus on what's important. So I suggest be 5 to 10 pieces of your content to really look into and see how you can improve those on Pinterest. So let me just show you how I do that in Squarespace. Okay, so now I'm in Squarespace, and over here in my popular content, I can see my most popular content is my brand style guide template blog post. Now that links to a brand style guide template opt-in, and this builds my email list by hundreds of people a week. It is really incredible, and that's obviously all through Pinterest. So I can see from my analytics that is my most popular, and I have a few pins for that which I'll show you later on in the video of how I do that. My brand mood board, in fact, is really popular as well, and that is also a template, so people like templates, and so that's really popular as well. So this is a really great way to figure out what your popular content is, and so you can work out what's the most valuable resource of your time, so you can really focus on that. Okay, so step 2 is keyword research, and this is basically how you find out what keywords and what hashtags are really popular and that you should be using for your content. So let me just show you how to do this in Pinterest. Okay, so now I'm in Pinterest and I've put hashtag fall fashion, and you can see from the list there's a few things. There's 2017, trends, shopping and blogger. Now they're recommendations by Pinterest that are really popular. Now if I put hashtag shoes, it's the same thing, and if we put hashtag jackets, same again. So just work out how to use this for your brand and your business and how people are going to find you. Okay, so number 3 is hashtag branding, and because hashtags are super new on Pinterest, this gives you an absolute brilliant opportunity, because you can build your own hashtag. You can really brand it, and let me just show you what that means. Okay, so I'm back on Pinterest and I've put the hashtag coffee chat with Claire. Now that is my new Pinterest board, my Pinterest party board. If you don't know what Pinterest parties are, they're basically like Twitter chats for Pinterest. And so because no one else has that hashtag, I can really build a brand experience. So I urge you to have a look and see what hashtags you can create that will be on brand and really build that brand identity for you. Okay, next we're on number 4, which is content implementation, and this is a juicy topic and I love showing people about this. So this is about how you create your graphics which is basically what Pinterest is all about, because you really want people to click through. Now I'm in canva.com, and we are going to recreate the graphic that you can see on the right, which is the new graphic for my next video, which I am doing on Pinterest graphics. So it's a bit more in depth than what we're going into now, but it's in InDesign and Canva, so that's going to be next week. So I just thought I'd show you how I can recreate this, because this was designed in InDesign in Canva, which is free, obviously. So firstly, let's work from the back to the front. So the back is the image. So I've opened up a document in Canva, and it's 800 by 1200 pixels, which is optimal for Pinterest. And we're just going to pop the image on the top. Now this is from Hot Stock, which they're now called. It used to be Hot Chocolate, and they are a subscription library, which I definitely recommend. They are really great, really on brand designs for my business as well, which is really, really helpful. So let's zoom out a little. So round about there, I think. And next we're going to go into shapes and then get the white box, and we're just going to move that up. It's really great because it has grid lines on Canva. So you're doing InDesign as well, but it's really helpful. Then I'm just going to pull the transparency down just to 80%-ish, 81. And then next we're going to do this black box at the top. So let's do that again. Bring it down a little and center it. I'm going to just change that to black. And on top is going to be the text. So then I'm going to over to text and add heading. Oops. Sorry, I'll get there in a second. How to design. Right. And so Canva doesn't actually have my particular font. My font is Esoni. But you do have Bodoni FLF, which is very similar in Canva, and I'm going to italicize that and make it around, I think 72% is about right. Now we bring that up and we change that to my brand color, which I've already added in, which is that yellow. Now the lines, the line height isn't quite right, so I'm going to spacing and look at line height and just bring that a bit closer. And from that I can see that I need to make it just a bit bigger, a bit more. There we go. How to design. And then the next section is the Pinterest graphics text. Obviously this will be all in your own fonts and your own branding colours, but this is just obviously to match my own branding. This font is Oswald, which is in Canva. There we go. And I know the spacing for this is 90, because I always change it to 90, make it nice and readable, and then change that to about there. Possibly go a bit bigger, check it. And then next we're going to do the yellow line, which is a little bit fiddly in Canva, but I'll show you, because I like the lines super thin. You have to zoom in quite a lot to extend them. So let me just show you what I mean. Let me just change the colour. So let me just zoom in. So I want them really, really thin. but you need to zoom in because you can't quite extend them unless you're zoomed in. Nope. There we go, got it. Then you move that across. You can center it. There we go. Now if you zoom out now, see what I mean? There we go. Now down here is the main section of your pin. So this is the big call to action. That's what's making people click. They want to learn how to do this and they want to know how, and for this I'm doing a video tutorial which I'm telling them about. So on the left side is my computer graphic. Now this is something that I've created myself, but I do show you this in the extended video tutorial. So if you want to subscribe for that, you can. That's going to be available in a few weeks. So I'm going to move that over. Probably not. I'll leave it straight. And then next is the extra text. This is free video tutorial. Now you always want to have a good call to action on each of your pins. It really allows people to understand what you're offering, so it gets them to click. That's the main thing. As you can see, it's really simple to recreate this in Canva. So you can set up a load of templates and you can just change the text every time you create some new content, which streamlines everything. So for this box, I'm just going to control. So copy that, move this down. Now the thing with Canva, you can't lock things in place like you can with InDesign, which can be a little tricky sometimes. Maybe that's a new feature. Canva, please. I'm just going to copy that text because this is going to be InDesign and Canva. Now I need to bring the size down on this one just slightly. And it's not bold. It might need to be, yeah, just a bit smaller. Like I say, you can play around with this for ages, but just zooming through for you for this. Italicize. About right, I think. And then the last, actually the last two, my arrow you can get in Canva, but this particular one is one that I've uploaded because it's one I use a lot for my branding. Now, because Canva also you can't flip images, I'm just going to pop that at the top. Just going to move that line up a little. But like I say, you can get these in Canva anyway. And the next thing is your logo. And here's my logo. Bring that down and center it. And there you go. You can download it and upload it to Pinterest. And then you've got this great template that you can change every time you create any new content. Okay, so now we are on step 5 of the formula, and this is review and update. So this is where we go into our analytics and see which pins of ours are most clicked, so we can really see what designs are working really well and which are getting the most clicks and most impressions, so we know the descriptions in our pins are working really well with Pinterest and they're getting shown by the people we want to see them. So let me just show you how to do that. Okay, so now I'm back over on Pinterest.com and I'm over in my analytics, and to get to this page I am in the website. So I want to see which of the content from my website is getting the most clicks and impressions, and I can see this is a winner. Now you'll probably see from my list that a lot of the titles are the same because it all directs to one particular blog post. Now this one's my brand style guide, that one down there is my brand mood board template. Let's have a look, what else is there? This one I did as a guest post for Blog It Better. That's popular as well. I know that works really well because I did a media kit template for her, and so I can see which is the most popular content. So let me just show you what this particular one looks like. So this is my brand style guide template, and it's always a great way to show your audience exactly what they're getting. And free download buttons are always really popular as well because they want to click through. Once they click through, they get to the blog post and then they can download that template. So it's a really great way of seeing what's your most popular content and what's working really well in the smart feed too. So I hope that's really helpful. Okay, and we're done. That is the 5-step formula. And now you can go and download the Pinterest hashtag workbook, and that is below. And I would love to hear your thoughts on what your biggest takeaway from this was and how you're going to implement it in your own business. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe. I would love that. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.